Right, coming to you live right after the game. The Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 2, 85-94. Luka Doncic had another good game. LeBron James had another good game as well. Made some great defensive plays. What happened in this game? Well, coincidentally, the Wolves found themselves in foul trouble. Naz Reid, DiVincenzo, Julius Randle. It seems like you could quote unquote say the fix was in. You know good and well the Lakers was going to win Game 2. It didn't matter what was happening. I didn't care if Anthony Edwards would have had dropped 40 tonight. Lakers was going to split this. Was going to split these two games. But all in all, it was a good game though. Both teams didn't shoot well from the 3-point line at all. I think the Lakers had a 5-minute stretch in the fourth quarter to where they did not score a single point. The defense really ramped up. JJ and Chris Finch did a really good job with the game plan tonight. All in all, it's going to be a great 6 or 7 game series in my opinion. Do I think the shooting's going to be that bad again in Game 3? I don't know yet, but just for tonight, it was an ugly game offensively for the most part. You could definitely tell that the refs were really leaning towards the Lakers' way for the most part. I think Julius Randle had 2 straight quote-unquote fouls that had to be challenged because they were really trying to give him that 4th foul. NBA, if you don't make it so obvious that you're trying to fix this game, like I knew, the fact that DiVincenzo had 3 fouls by the second quarter, that lets me know, there's no way Wolves going to win this game, because you can't win this game when everybody's on the bench except for Anthony Edwards. Notice Anthony Edwards was the only one that was not really in foul trouble, or Mike Conley. That was it. The players of importance. But Rui Hachimura, something happened to his face, but he toughed it out like a warrior and whatnot. Series tied 1-1. Hopefully, we'll see what happens in Game 3. But yeah, I hope this series continues to be a good one. It wasn't a blowout tonight. I think this series is going to go back and forth. I do believe the Lakers have a good chance of stealing Game 3. I'll talk about that a little later on in a different video. But Luka Doncic, because by the end of the fourth quarter, and Austin Reeves, those two play great in isolation. That great ISO ball, you can't have Rudy Gobert in the game, because they're going to go after him. They're going to target him, and they got whatever shot they wanted for the most part. Either they got especially Austin Reeves. When Austin Reeves is involved, and when he is legit the true second or third option, and he can score at least 15 to 20 points, Lakers are, they have a pretty good chance of beating anybody. But when he's not involved, when he's not engaged, when he's not getting the ball, then that's a problem. So tonight, they gave him his touches, and in the fourth quarter, he showed up for him. Same thing with Luka. So overall, great game tonight. It was a little ugly on offense, especially some of the stretches in the fourth quarter. In the second quarter, third quarter for Minnesota, But again, it's playoff basketball. It's going to be more about the half court. If you can't score in the half court, it's going to be hard for you to win a playoff game, let alone a series. But all in all, it was a great game tonight in terms of just the playoff intensity. And the fact that, the fix was in. We can say that. I can legit say, in a fun way, the fix was in. But we'll see what happens in Game 3. But Game 2 goes to the Lakers.